In 1985, Lamberto Bava teamed up with Dario Argento to create an insane gore-fest of a ride with demons. After that one turned out to be quite successful, they teamed back up again and got a $1.5 million budget to film the sequel over 4 weeks in the summer of 1986. And then it was released in Italian cinemas in October the very same year. Demons 2 would then get released to the rest of the world the following year. Demons 2 is just as crazy and insane as the first one. This one takes place in a big apartment complex where people are doing their own thing in several apartments, while some sort of documentary are being shown on the television screens. In one of the apartments, a young girl named Sally is having a birthday party, and what a great party it is. Sally throws a fit, curses everybody out and locks herself in a room.
You idiot! I don't want him to come! Otherwise, you're gonna leave and just get out of here! I mean, will you all get out of here, please? Get out!
She starts to watch the TV show and suddenly a demon pops up out of her TV, and before anyone can get a piece of birthday cake, the entire building is being overrun by bloodthirsty demons. If you were annoyed that the first Demons movie made little sense, then there is no need for you to even attempt to give this one a shot. There isn't really a continuation of a story from the first one, things pretty much just starts from scratch here, and there isn't any attempt of making what's happening on the screen coherent at all. Instead it is, as Italians had a tendency to do, only focus on what's happening and not why things are happening. You also have to accept that we don't follow one particular character or one group of people, as it goes from different persons that live in this complex from scene to scene. There isn't a whole lot to say about the cast of the film, other than that fan-favorite actor Bobby Rhodes returned once again to do this film. In the first Demons he played Tony the Pimp, while in this film he played Hank the gym instructor. He goes all in and are just as fun in this one, so it definitely was the right decision to bring him back.
I'll hang on to this! What are you doing?
How the hell you use this thing?
You read the instructions!
Remove the pin.
Oh, you're all muscle and no brains, boy!
It should also be noted that at the time the 10-year-old Asia Argento makes a movie debut in this as well. Believe it or not, Demons 2 is actually kinda low on gore. I'm not sure why they pulled back on the gruesome stuff on this one, as it surely could have benefited from having more guts and limbs being thrown around. It's actually quite baffling to me that it doesn't have more of that in it, as that's one of the big reasons why people love the first one. And I can't see any investors somewhere sitting and saying that this one will need to be more tamed down. There are plenty of monster transformation scenes, some look cool, some look a bit cheap and exposed a bit more in the clear quality of home media these days, versus how it looked back in the grainy VHS tapes days. If you take the movie for a fun ride though, then it all works out fine. There is even a demon dog, a cute little guy who becomes evil and sadly disappears from the film way too fast. And there is a funny little demon puppet that probably was a bit inspired by the Gremlins movie. That little devilish creature was awesome and could have had its own story in an anthology film. Just make sure you don't have high volume on, as its childlike scream is bound to make the neighbors call the police on you. I'd say that the first Demons movie is the point of Lamberto Bava's career where he really stood out from the shadow of his legendary father Mario. Both the first and this one makes it look like he just had a blast while working on the set. There are surreal, bonkers visuals that makes it easy to see that it knew exactly what it was making and that he enjoyed the hell out of it. There has actually somewhat been sequels to this film as well. In fact, there are 3 different movies that have been slapped with a Demons 3 title to them. Lamberto Bava was hooking back up with Argento to do a new one, this time with newcomer Michele Soavi attached to direct. But due to disagreements, Bava left the project and the film got altered into what would eventually become The Church. Lamberto would direct a made-for-TV movie called The Ogre, which was also called Demons 3. that one would actually feature a less than flattering character named Dario, so go figure. And there was also Umberto Lenzi's Black Demons from 1991 without the involvement of either Bava or Argento. In typical Lenzi fashion, that one would also be called Demons 3 in different parts of the world, even if that one also does not have anything to do with the first two Demons movies. If you are interested in checking any of them out, then just know that The Church is actually a cool film, while you are not missing much by skipping the other two. Demons 2 is definitively acquired taste. You have the first Demons to check out first, of course, and if you dig the unusual way of storytelling that is displayed on that one, and would like more of the same, even if it might not be as gruesome, then sure, give Demons 2 a go. It is a strange movie that can entertain fans of Italian horror films from the 80s, but it is sadly not as good as the first one, and disappoints on the violence factor. Demons 2 gets a 3 out of 5. I am guessing that there are plenty of diehard fans of this film out there in YouTube land, so let me know what it is about it that makes you love Demons 2. Or what you dislike about it if that's the way you are leaning towards to. Any other gory Italian horror films that you want me to do a review of? The comment section are there for a reason, and I would love to hear your comments. And as always, subscribe for more horror movie reviews coming very shortly. Thank you.